Hey guys, this is 801 Revolutionary coming to you again with the famous red and black box. Let's have a peek and see what we got here. I'm sure you've already read the title of the video. We've got the Manbug in the ZDP 189 Super Still. Let's have a quick peek at it. You can tell I beat up my box. I threw this in my bag with my water bottle and a bunch of other things, and got a lot of weight beaten on that box, so it's kind of broken. Luckily, even though I consider myself a Spyderco collector, I'm not one that's in it to sell, so I don't really care too much if the box gets a little killed. This is the part I care about right here. This is the Manbug. What a great little knife. There's a few reasons why I purchased this knife. One, at the OR show in the summer here just a week or so ago, Spyderco, of course, came into town and has some pretty good sales. They do half off of the MSRP, which doesn't really put it at that huge of a discount considering what you could find it on the normal kind of retailers around town or online. So it does make it a titch cheaper usually. But this is the Manbug in that, what do they call it, like the UK dark green. I'm not sure if I can remember. Yeah, whatever that is. I know I don't have my, well, let me see if I've got a black knife here handy I can compare the color on. Let me see if we can compare. It might be colorblind, but it's slightly more green, you can tell. So it's kind of that unique color that almost looks black by itself, but when you put it next to black, you got that kind of olive drab look to it. But it's a fun little knife. It's a good little keychain knife. I did write it on my keychain for a little while, but I've got a Victorinox and a bunch of other stuff on there, so it almost kind of was too much on my keys. So I pulled it off my keys for the review. But this is the first knife in the Spyderco lineup that I own that has that ZDP 189, and I really wanted to give it a test, so I'll probably do some cut tests with this and some other different types of tests to kind of see how it ranks up against the other steels I have from Spyderco. One of the things you'll notice is the full flat ground. You can see that goes right up past the big Spidey hole right there. Really nice full flat ground. Makes this bad boy just super nice. For the size of this knife, you surprisingly have kind of a lot of blade to it. Generally in smaller knives like this, let me see if I can grab, for comparison purposes, something similar that I would kind of classify in a similar category. For example, kind of your old Swiss Army knife, keychain style knife. Size-wise, I mean, that's kind of in the same ballpark. You know, kind of keychain, small, very teeny, no pocket clip, just chuck it in your little fifth pocket or right on your keys. And let's compare blades. I mean, that's kind of what you're used to seeing there. Granted, this is kind of filthy. That's your standard Victorinox, and then compare it to that blade. For similar size, I mean, my goodness, you're getting a lot of blade, a lot of knife for that. And comfort-wise, I mean, there's no comparison holding on to something like this with, you know, it's not really ergonomic, I would say. It's just kind of small, and you kind of have to deal with it. Well, this one, they actually kind of put in a little bit of a finger choil there. Nice, big, fat thumb ramp right there. And you've got quite a bit of blade there to cut. So opening boxes or doing your little utility knife cutting thick tasks, this would probably handle most of them. I know I don't usually need any bigger blade than this unless I'm doing food prep or, you know, cutting a big piece of fruit or something, you know, but usually a small blade like this will open any piece of mail or package I have, or cut, you know, a little rope or string or whatever. One of the other nice little features I thought was kind of a nice touch is they put the adjustable pivot screw in there. so you can tighten it down over time if you need to. There is no internal type scales or anything to make it any stronger. It is just that VG10 material, which believe me is plenty strong, especially for a knife this size. I've got my Delica and other knives that are kind of that same setup, and by all means this is plenty strong. Nice lockback design there. Even a teeny knife like this, just absolutely no blade play whatsoever. I can't really think of a thing wrong with this thing other than it is a little bit more on the expensive side for the knife you're getting. I will give it kind of one notch there. They could have brought the price down a little bit. I know the VG10 model is a little cheaper. I did go with the that ZDP 189, but you know, it's nice to add it to the collection and really kind of see where it goes. And on a little keychain knife too, it's kind of nice to have a little bit stronger steel, because it's something you kind of forget to sharpen and don't really take care of as much. You'll notice the lanyard hole here is kind of big for the knife. There you go, there's a good picture of it. And you can fit 550 paracord right through there if you wanted to add a little pull tab on that. And I think they put it off to the edge right there so you could put your split ring on it with no problem. Otherwise it would be kind of bogged down in the middle of your keys, and you'd have a hard time putting your split ring on there for your keys or whatnot. So having it off to that corner there really kind of helps that. And as far as just throwing this in your pocket, it just totally disappears. You know, it's almost just something that's, you know, along the ride with your change, and you don't ever even really think about you have this on or on your keychain. I mean, it's small enough where it's just really easy to carry and have on you. But yet, when you need a blade, you know, nice and quick, you've got quite a bit of blade to work with, surprisingly. And this is the Spyderco Manbug. Thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe,